What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. First, I want to give a huge shout out to Mark. Thank you so much for the PayPal. Really appreciate you, Mark. Thank you so much. We're going to be starting out with this first video titled, A Look at New Year's Celebrations Around the World. I figure because it's the first day of 2026. Happy New Year's to all of you hooligans. So it's going to show us fireworks and stuff like that. It's kind of like good news. And we'll probably just hop right in the second video. It's titled, President Trump Speaks at Mar-a-Lago New Year's Eve Party. I didn't know that was a thing. Otherwise, we might have covered that live. But I didn't know it was a thing, so it's all right. We're going to cover it. Then we got a video that is titled, Trump hired a woman artist who live painted a Roman Catholic blue-eyed white mystery Jesus that was auctioned off for $3 million hairs. We're going to play those videos back to back because President Trump talks about it, and then I think she gets on stage and starts painting, and then the video just ends. And so I went and grabbed that. It's 39 seconds long. That way we can see what the painting looks like. Then we got a video that's titled, Mamdani sworn in as the next mayor of New York City. It's happened. It's happened. They're getting what they voted for. Then we got a video that's titled New Laws in 2026 AI Regulations, Right to Die, Bans on Cat Declawing, and all kinds of stuff. It's a plethora of news. That one's not very long, but it is interesting. Lots of new laws going into effect. Then we got a video. It's titled Walz called to testify before House on Minnesota fraud allegations. Now this sounds great, but it seems like everybody that goes to testify before Congress, nothing happens. Like, remember when all the mayors and governors and all of that of the sanctuary cities went there and they all admitted to breaking federal law and stuff, and then what happened? Nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. They even announced during the hearing that they were going to hand the information to the DOJ for criminal investigation, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. So my hopes aren't too high for this, but it's interesting that Walz is going to have to go testify. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner, and it's titled More. Then getting back into the news, we got a video that's titled Trump saying the National Guard is being removed from Chicago, LA, and Portland. Now, yesterday we covered a video that was talking about Border Patrol potentially being in Chicago for years. Now, I think when we covered it, I think I was referring to them as National Guard. These are two separate incidents. The Border Patrol is going to stay there for years, I guess. I went and looked into this because I realized it when I was putting the schedule together. But the National Guard is about to get pulled from Chicago. So just in case you guys were here yesterday, I just want to clarify that. Then we got a video that's titled U.S. Military Targets 5 Alleged Narcotics Trafficking Boats. Got more drug boats getting blown up. Then we got a video that's titled Racketeering Charges Brought Against Public Safety Training Center Protesters Dismissed. That's a hell of a title because what it actually is Antifa was protesting Cop City. They were throwing Molotov cocktails. I think even an officer got shot or something. A state cop or something got shot from one of them that was sitting in a tent that was on the grounds there. We covered this. It was like 2 years ago. 61 people just got off the hook because they're dropping the charges. Like, I can't even believe it. But anyways, then we got a video that's titled Camilla, or I can't say her name correctly, and I feel bad that she smoked herself. The 19-year-old that went missing on Christmas, we have the last follow-up on that. We were covering it yesterday, and we have some confirmations and some more details that we didn't have yesterday. Then we'll begin into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. So I'm going to show you guys the cool thing that I built. Then we're going to open a new Lego box. Then we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Colty, and it's titled So Majestic. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Don't Drink Your Coffee Too Fast. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Guessum? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Ghostly? What's up, 10 Man? What's up, Matt Rogers? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Kevin, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, Kevin. I appreciate you racing to the chat. What's up, Appeal to Heaven? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy freedom to you. Matt Rogers, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Magic Moon? What's up, Dutton? What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Colty? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Jagula? Happy freedom. What's up, Roy? What's up, Kung Fu? If I can get you already. Happy freedom to both of you hooligans. Make sure we get everybody here. What's up, Fanatical? Happy freedom. What's up, Pro Gun? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Salty Grower? Happy freedom. And what's up, Sharon's here? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. All right, you guys hit that like button on your way in. See if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Tony Rich? Happy freedom. What's up, Jim? Happy freedom. Do a barrel roll. I'll try and work on that. What's up, Shauna Vision? Happy freedom. And what is up, everyone over on the GoofTube? Matt Rogers, you were first today, and you're omnipresent. You're truly omnipresent. What's up, Happy Canadian? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bruce? What's up, Mr. Satan? Happy freedom. What's up, Mana? What's up, Joe? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. You guys are welcome to hit that like button as well. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And happy New Year's to all of you guys. I hope you guys had a fantastic New Year's Eve, whatever you were doing. I didn't do anything too crazy. I was sitting here watching House of the Dragon, and then I watched the ball drop. Like I have an account on Grindr, and that was it. That was the whole song and dance. I didn't do anything too crazy, but it was terrible outside, so it is what it is. And my car doesn't run, so that's that too. But either way, let me know what you guys did for New Year's. I hope it was festive. We're going to go ahead and get into things. Like I said, this first one is a look into the New Year's celebrations around the world. They're going to show us fireworks and all kinds of stuff. This isn't a very long video, but I just figured we'll start with something festive, since it was New Year's last night. What kills me is for the last 2-3 years they've been posting videos of New Yorkers or people in New York who are waiting for the New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square or whatever it's called, and they all get on camera and talk about how they're wearing maxi pads and diapers, and they're just standing there pissing themselves for 13 hours while they wait for the ball drop. And now that's all I think when I think of the New Year's ball drop in New York. I'm like, I bet the whole front row smells like pee. Anyways, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Well, of course, people in countries around the world said goodbye to 2025 overnight. Many rang in the new year with spectacular displays of lights, fireworks, and music, while some also somberly remembered lives lost to recent tragedies. In the U.S., millions gathered to ring in the nation's 250th anniversary year. Kamal Afzali with CBS News is in London with a look at the festivities from around the globe.
A stunning fireworks show over Sydney to ring in the new year. An hour before, crowds fell silent to honour the 15 victims of last month's deadly shooting attack at Bondi Beach. Hong Kong said goodbye to 2025 with a scaled-back celebration, a month after a tragic high-rise fire killed more than 150 people. In Beijing, revelers braved sub-zero temperatures at China's Great Wall to watch a light show count down to 2026. Light and fireworks lit up the skies from Dubai to Egypt's pyramids, from the Arc de Triomphe in Paris to the Thames River in London. But at Kyiv's Independence Square, lights were dimmed at midnight for a nation still at war as Ukraine enters a fourth year since Russia's full-scale invasion. Across the Atlantic in the US, Americans from sea to shining sea ushered in the nation's 250th anniversary year. The iconic crystal ball over New York's Times Square was lit up red, white and blue to commemorate the milestone.
We're doing great as a country. We're back.
President Trump played up his first year back in office, welcoming 2026 at a New Year's Eve party at Mar-a-Lago. While in the nation's capital, images celebrating the country's history were projected onto the Washington Monument. Kamal Afzali, CBS News, London.
Okay, seeing some of those celebrations there and all of that, like I said, just to be festive, why not? I don't think they lit fireworks in New York, and apparently the confetti that they throw at where everybody is standing, apparently that's hand thrown. It's not machines like pushing out confetti. I guess it's people standing on rooftops with boxes of paper confetti, and they're just throwing armloads over the edge, I guess. But like I said, the whole front row smells like pee, so I don't know. That's all I could think about the whole time I was sitting there. And they're like 10, 9, and I'm like, oh my God, I bet the front row just smells like pee. Like that's all I could think about. Either way, that was the highlight of my New Year's Eve. Anyways, we'll just go ahead and get into these next two here. First one is President Trump speaks at Mar-a-Lago New Year's Eve party. Now, like I said in this video, it's going to be obviously President Trump speaking from the New Year's Eve party, but he talks about a woman who is, I guess, a fantastic painter, but they don't show it in this video. And so I went and grabbed a clip off of X so we can actually see what the painting looks like when she gets done. We're going to play these back to back, and then we're going to hop in the chat here. Once again, this is President Trump speaking at Mar-a-Lago New Year's Eve party. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this. Now, I was going to say it's muted for a second there.
You saw 4.3. They were predicting 1.9, 4.3. We've taken in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs. We gave the military, the entire military, $1,776. $1,776, that's not bad. They were extremely happy. But we're doing great as a country. We're back. We're strong. I didn't think it could happen this fast. It's happening a lot faster than anybody would have thought possible. We have a lot of leaders here, great leaders like Tom Emmer. I watched him on television. He was talking about Somalia today. Where's Tom? He was talking about the Somalian population, and not very nicely. He was not nice. But that's okay. It isn't mine. Where is Tom? Right here. He's great. What a great leader he is. We need you in Minnesota. We need you in Minnesota. It's actually Washington. Big, powerful congressman. But you did a great job today, Tom. Thank you very much. We all appreciate it because we want to take back our country. Can you imagine? They stole $18 billion. That's just what we're learning about. That's peanuts. In California is worse. Illinois is worse. And sadly, New York is worse. A lot of other places. So we're going to get to the bottom of all of it. It was a giant scam. Other than that, we're going to have a great New Year. Actually, I view that as a reason for a good New Year because we're going to get to the bottom of it. We're going to get that money back. It's all coming back. So I want to just do something very special. This is very different. There's a young lady named Vanessa, who's one of the greatest artists anywhere in the world. To me, she's one of the greatest. In fact, she did something last night that was incredible. She can paint slowly a beautiful portrait for the White House, or she can paint the most incredible painting in literally 10 minutes. And she's a speed painter, and she's a great painter. But I think she's one of the great living artists. And I said, do you think you'd be able to stay and interrupt the music for a couple of minutes and show them something special, or draw something really special? I don't know what it is, but draw something really special. And if it's really good, what I thought I'd do is come back up and I'll auction it off. And I'll start with a certain number. But we have money in this room. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So we'll maybe auction it off afterwards. But I think you're not going to really believe what you're going to see because I've never seen anything like it. So if you could just pay a little attention because it's very different. It's entertainment, but really what it is done. She's one of the greatest artists anywhere in the world. Vanessa, would you please come up? Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so like I said, they actually cut the video right there. You don't even see her put a paintbrush to the canvas. So we're going to pull up this next clip really quickly so you can see how the painting turned out. And then we're going to hop into the chat here. Let me fix this really quick. Bam, here we go. All right, this is titled, Trump hired a woman artist. I don't know why it's wrote like that. A female artist who live painted a Roman Catholic blue-eyed white mystery Jesus that was auctioned off for $3 million. Like I said, this is a quick one, and then we'll hop in the chat. Okay, so that's the painting. It went for $3 million. Either way, next up we have Mamdani sworn in as the next mayor of New York City. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat. We're going to see what you hooligans think about the New Year's celebrations from around the world. President Trump giving a speech from Mar-a-Lago, as well as that woman making a painting that just sold for $3 million doll hairs. What's up, Dan? What's up, Zero? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being here. And Happy New Year to you. Matt Rogers can smell the aroma through the screen. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I could think about. And it's because of those interviews from the front row of Joe's for the New Year's Eve ball drop in New York. They're just like, oh yeah, I'm wearing, like you're seeing like big heavy set dudes and they're digging in their winter coat pockets and stuff and they pull out a pack of maxi pads and they're like, I got 6 of these on right now. Like, I've been peeing since 9 o'clock this morning. Like, what are you doing? The ball drop can't be that damn good. Like, come on, man. Anyways, what's up, Jeremy? Happy freedom. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Fitzy? Happy freedom to you. Kung Fu, it sounded like 4th of July here. I was wondering if you guys were going to hear either fireworks or gunshots. You could expect either or both in some areas. Normally, I hear gunshots going off. Not a lot, but normally I hear that, and I didn't hear any of that last night. So I don't know if it was just too cold or what. Jaggula, I watched the stupid ball drop and the flamboyant people kissing. Yeah, Jaggula, I didn't watch that part. I watched the ball drop. People start kissing each other. I just look the other way. Pro Gun, for the record, I've never worn a diaper when my balls drop. That's good to know, Pro Gun. That's good to know. What's up, Josie? Happy freedom to you. I may not be saying your name correctly, but I appreciate you being here. Pro Gun, Melania and Snooks are hot. See, I got to add Melania in there as a keyword. I need to add more. I forgot all about that stuff. What's up, Masterminds? Happy freedom to you. You're not alone. I've always wondered how people could go there and just use the bathroom. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know what the maxi pad's going to do. That's not doing anything. Like, you might as well just stand there and pee yourself. I think you might have more dignity peeing your pants without using a maxi pad than just, because it's not changing anything. It's not. You might as well just throw a tissue in your pants and be like, yeah, now I'm going to empty my bladder while I stand here in the front row. I don't know. That's not what I want to do, especially for New Year's. What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom. What's up, Watchman? Happy freedom to you. Patriot Dad, you can't get Rumble on the PS5? I forgot that was a thing. I thought it was on PS5. Maybe I'm gonna have to look into that. I didn't realize, Patriot Dad. I knew that it used to be a thing, but I didn't know it was still not on PlayStation. They have to form some sort of deal with Rumble, and I think Xbox did, and I assumed that PlayStation was going to follow, but maybe that's not the case. What's up, Peyton? Happy freedom to you. Watchmen, we had a lot of freedom seeds going off here last night. Yeah. Some places it's more common than others. Mastermind, heard plenty of both. Yep. What's up, Polish? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Repub? Happy freedom to you. Can't even get the internet on PS5? See, I never tried to do any fancy stuff like that. I just was playing the game. Colty, I wouldn't even do that. I just whip it out and pee on the ground. Crowd or no crowd. Yeah, but that's how you end up being a lifetime sex offender. Appeal to Evan, we watched a few fireworks behind the house, out in the front yard. People, let's see, but today people are shooting them off. Yeah. Repub, they say it's for security. What is? Snooks, it's not like they provide porta potties at the ball drop. They probably should. I don't know, maybe not. What's up, Russell? Happy freedom to you. Zero, I didn't hear many gunshots, but lots of fireworks. I'm glad it was festive for you guys. Matt Rogers, fireworks and gunshots here. Someone around here had a very good time. The whole valley was lighting up from the fireworks. That's awesome. Oh, Repub. They say you can't go on the internet on PlayStation because of security reasons. But Xbox can? I don't know. That doesn't sound like a good excuse, but either way. Salty Grower, yeah, that's how you end up on a list. I know. just saying. What's up, Maria? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Efo? What's up, Black Sheep? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Daniel? Happy freedom. What's up, Windog? Happy freedom. What's up, Agent O? Happy freedom to you. Appreciate all of you guys sliding through. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Windog, I just don't drink anymore. Don't miss it, to be honest. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with being sober. None at all. What's up, Trench? Happy freedom. EFO, this year is about to be American Independence. Yeah. It's going to be interesting when we hit the 4th of July because they're saying we're going to do another ball drop then. I wonder what other kind of festivities we're going to have. Russell, you're heading back to the frozen north now? Well, we're here waiting for you, Russell. We'll be here to welcome you back. There's lots of snow. I made sure there was lots of snow for you, Russell. We're going to go ahead and move forward here. Like I said, this next one is Mamdani sworn in as the next mayor of New York City. They're getting what they voted for. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get Mamdani pulled up.
3, 2.
Oh, New York City, what are you doing to yourself? All right, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
3, 2, 1.
I,
Zoran Kwame Mamdani,
Zohran Kwame Mamdani,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Charter of the City of New York,
and the Charter of the City of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of
the office of
the Mayor of the City of New York,
the Mayor of the City of New York,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Shut up, bitch! Happy New Year to New Yorkers, both inside this tunnel and above. And I cannot wait to see everyone tomorrow as we begin our term. This is truly the honor and the privilege of a lifetime. And after just having taken my oath to become the mayor of the city of New York, I do so also here in the old City Hall subway station, a testament to the importance of public transit, to the vitality, the health, and the legacy of our city.
Low life.
Okay. So that's Mamdani there. We're going to have to look at him for a while because he's now the mayor of New York. I don't know. I didn't like covering Mayor Eric Adams very much, but I really don't like covering Mamdani. Either way, next up, new laws in 2026. AI regulations, right to die, bans on cats being declawed, all kinds of stuff. We're going to hop right into this because, well, there's not really a whole lot to say about Mamdani. We already know he sucks. He's New York's problem now. Either way, like I said, we're going to go through a list of new laws going into effect because it is now the new year. If you haven't hit that like button yet, go do the thing. Let's get into this.
Tonight, lawmakers across the country are dropping a bombshell batch of 2026 laws. They're taking aim at your phone, your kids' phones, end-of-life options, and yes, your cat's claws. First, an increasing number of states are passing laws to regulate AI, hoping to crack down on deep fakes and protect privacy as the technology spreads. By the start of the new school year, school districts in California and Georgia will have to limit or even ban students' use of cell phones and other personal devices during the school day. New York, Illinois, and Delaware are set to enact laws allowing terminally ill patients to end their lives with medical assistance under strict safeguards. In California, a new law will prevent most pet owners from declawing their cats, banning the procedure except when a vet says it's absolutely necessary. And finally, my personal favorite as a Californian, a new California law will require tortillas include folic acid intended to help nurture infants. Joining us now is former federal.
Okay, quick video there. This guy's gonna give us all his opinions and this, that, and the other, and we don't really need that. They're saying, or they're mentioning, AI regulations nationwide. California and Georgia is going to be banning phones in school or restricting them, which is kind of whatever. New York, Illinois, and Delaware are going to be starting medical end-of-life services, which I think California already does that, and I'm pretty sure Canada nationwide does that, and I don't know, I guess. I wonder how much that costs. Anyways, then California is banning declawing cats unless your vet says otherwise. I wonder if they're kind of insinuating that it's animal cruelty or something. Like, I don't know. That's kind of a weird one. And then they're saying that California is going to be requiring your tortillas to contain folic acid. I don't know what the motive behind that is. They mentioned something about babies. Do babies eat a lot of tortillas? Is that a thing? You gotta get your baby a pack of tortillas. You gotta make sure it's got folic acid in it. Okay. Next up, Walz called to testify before the House on Minnesota fraud allegations. Like I said before, this sounds good, but every time somebody goes and talks to Congress, nothing happens. It's even if they admit to federal crimes, nothing happens. So either way, it's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these new laws going into effect now that it's 2026. Zero, pray for New York City. Yeah, it's about all we can do. Rogers, New York City's fucked. Yeah, they voted for it, I guess. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about fraud. What's up, Johnny? Happy Freedom. Johnny Ride in California. It's inhumane to declaw your cat. Also, Cali. We will give you meth because you depend on it. Yeah. And if you don't want that, you can sign up for medical death. You can just sign here and we'll just put you in the box. We'll euthanize you. And then do weird things to your body. What's up, T1? Happy Freedom to you. Watchmen, people with... What is that? MTHFR gene can't eat folic acid, and the Hispanic population has a gene in high numbers. Has that gene in high numbers? Interesting. I've never heard of that before. What's up, Italian? Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much, Italian, for that raid. Welcome, raiders. Hit that like button on your way in. Klaus Daniels isn't here to do the raid. I'm sorry, Italian. I'll have to grab him next time. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Well, let's see. What do we got coming up next? Walz is going to be testifying before Congress. It's coming up next, but first, right now, we're hopping in the chat and see what you hooligans got going on. Russell, I'm going to introduce Russell's Law. You gotta be careful. Trump might veto it. He's kind of in the mood to veto things right now. What's up, Relax? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Otters? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy Freedom. Italian, I hope you're having a happy new year. Kevin, can we like add extra claws? Can we give Klaus Wolverine claws? Klaus has eagle talons already. Klaus is a threat. He's just... If he wasn't, you know, a teddy bear cat, he'd be a threat. He's got big old eagle claws. I don't want to give him bigger claws. What's up, Libby Racer? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Metal Mouth? What's up, Butterfly? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. Done. The laws with the assisted self-deletion shit is dumb. Got to make sure you don't get a dirty needle or a sore back while they kill you. Really? I wonder, because they said there's like strict laws, but Didn't mention what that means necessarily. Otters, pork and sauerkraut complete, family and food comas, and I am here with you fine hooligans. Very nice, Otters. I'm glad you guys are all happy and full. What's up, Mama Bear? Happy freedom to you. And Happy New Year's to you, hooligans. Butterfly, best raid song ever. I'm glad you think so, because it gets stuck right in my head. Watchmen, I'll no longer be able to eat store-bought tortillas. I can't consume folic acid. That's crazy. I wonder if you don't think that they'll make some. Well, I guess not. If they're just making tortillas in general have folic acid, then yeah, I guess you won't be able to get around it. What about Amish? Do Amish people make tortillas? Because they could probably sell it without it for religious reasons. Maybe. Masterminds, they need to do some forensic auditing on Minnesota's government officials. See if money's been funneling through them. They might. The problem is it seems like they don't ever do anything about this stuff. But we're going to try and stay up to date with it before they sweep it under the rug and give us some new problem to focus on. Maybe they'll do drones again. Russell's law is free beer and clothing is optional. I don't know, Russell. You get those big drunk naked buffaloes out on the street, I don't know what you're going to feel like. Zero, that's why they're adding folic acid. They want them to suffer and not make their own cultural food. Yeah, definitely could be. I know the government doesn't do anything good for us. Butterfly, might have to make your own tortillas. I don't know how to make them, but I guess it isn't very difficult. I remember when we went into the lockdowns, because there's a lot of people of Spanish descent. Is that the right way to say it? There's a lot of people here who eat tortillas. And tortillas were gone. Like, first 10 minutes of lockdowns, they were saying they're closing restaurants and shit. People got the tortillas in minutes. So everybody else started getting the flour and rice and stuff like that and getting all kinds of, like, staple ingredients. And by the time I got to the store, you couldn't get rice. You couldn't get flour. I think there was peroxide, but there was no rubbing alcohol. There was no Q-tips. There was people fist fighting for Q-tips. It was fun back then. Anyways. Otters, flour tortillas are easy. Corn ones are much harder. See, I like the corn ones. I'm going to have to figure it out. You guys are going to have to learn me how to make tortillas. Pro-gun, you're right. You're right. Butterfly, YouTube stuff. I need to learn how to cook. I don't know. You guys go YouTube. I can't stand YouTube. I'd rather you guys just tell me through the chat than actually go and watch YouTube. I hate YouTube. Big time. They've mistreated me so damn bad. But everybody likes being on YouTube. So I'm like stuck having to cater to the YouTube stuff. What's up, Salty Ragu? Happy freedom. Hanging my enemies on your wall. I love that. I love that so much. Ghostly, during the lockdown, I had everything I needed and laughed. Yeah, we all hated the lockdowns when they were happening, but now there's a lot of people posting videos about how they missed the lockdowns. It was entertaining. I remember that. What's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy freedom to you. And Happy New Year's. What's up, Robin Hood? Happy freedom. Mana Q-tip fights, miss those days. Mm-hmm. Salt Ragu showing up just to call people nerds. Hold on a second, because I think I missed something up here. There we is. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $2 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much. It says, Happy Freedom and New Year, Jeff and Hooligans. Happy Freedom and Happy New Year to you, Patriot Dad. Thank you. So, Space Baby, Happy Freedom. Masterminds, tortillas and toilet paper. Yep. I can't wait for them to put the lockdowns in history books. I want to read how they lie about the whole damn thing. They're not going to be like, Gretchen Whitmer was running experiments on the entire state. Like, they're not going to say that, but they should. They should say that. They waited till the end of the lockdowns, and our Supreme Court was like, yeah, everything she made you guys do was unconstitutional. So we're going to just undo that. And like, oh, okay. And it's like, but everybody else is already out of the lockdowns. And they're like, yeah, you guys can be too now. And it's, you guys didn't stop her from doing that to us. They're like, yeah, but she's not going to anymore. Well, that doesn't fucking matter. Everybody else is dead now. Like, come on, man. No accountability. None. What's up, Scuzzy? Happy freedom. Scuzzy tortillas. They're typically made from wheat flour, fat, salt, and water with variations including baking powder for slight lift and different fats. Thank you, Scuzzy. I appreciate it. I figured it was something like that. Probably some salt, right? Is that, yep, some salt in there. I wonder what kind of fat they use. Buffalo? No, I'm just kidding. What's up, Relax? Happy freedom. Relax, it won't be in the history books? You don't think so? They'll spin it. They'll say, like, Americans were getting rowdy and sick at the same time, and we had to lock them indoors because they didn't know how to take care of themselves. There's lots of talk about men dating. They just referred to them as mandates. And everyone was happy. It was for the greater good. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, Tim Walz called to testify before House on Minnesota fraud allegations. It's weird how they went from crazy fraud, like $18 billion of fraud, to just fraud allegations, to the video we covered yesterday where they were like, we have yet to find any fraud. I'm like, okay, it's like the story's moving backwards. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Breaking today, the House Oversight Committee announcing 2 blockbuster hearings on the Minnesota fraud scandal. State lawmakers who raised red flags years ago will testify on January 7th. A second hearing on February 10th could put Governor Tim Walz and Attorney General Keith Ellison under oath. Chairman James Comer accusing both men of, quote, either being asleep at the wheel or complicit in the alleged schemes that drained taxpayer dollars from social services programs. Governor Walz's office fired back this morning saying, quote, we're always happy to work with Congress, though this committee has a track record of holding circus hearings that have nothing to do with the issue at hand. President Trump, meanwhile, chiming in today as well, calling Walz a, quote, crooked governor. Lisa Booth, this is a man that was within an inch.
Okay, so we don't need to hear them discuss their thoughts and feelings about all of this. The point is Tim Walz has been summoned to go speak to Congress or whatever. And I'm sure he's going to go there and go, yeah, we knew the fraud was happening. Check my bank account. And they're going to go, yeah, it's all there. He's going to be like, yep, $18 billion richer. They're going to be like, that's great. And then they'll find something else to talk about. Like, they don't even talk about the Obama treason anymore. That lasted for like 3 whole days. And I was like, that's going to be nothing. And bam, they don't even talk about that anymore. Just Letitia James, Comey, or whoever. Like, it's just in one ear and out the other. And I think Tim Walz is going to be next. We'll see. I'm not sure when he's supposed to go testify before Congress, but when he does, I'm sure it's going to be a clown show, and we will absolutely cover it. I just wish there was going to be more accountability, but we'll see. Either way, next up we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner, and it's titled More. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Horse Drinker. What's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom? 10 Man, like Jasmine Crockett says, alizations. All those alizations. Ghostly, during the lockdowns I shopped at Costco. I already had like a year's supply of toilet paper because that's the only way Costco sells it. Yeah, I have like 9 bottles of peroxide still from the lockdowns. I was buying all kinds of shit. I didn't know what I was gonna need. I have like medical stuff. I have so much ramen noodles. I have more than a tote's worth of ramen noodles still, and instant mashed potatoes because they were cheap. They're probably not cheap now, but I don't know. And went from preparation because of the lockdowns to how I'm surviving because everything costs too damn much. Tony Rez, the phone number on the Leering Center sign goes straight to Tim Walz's office. I mean, probably. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Colty, I have like 17 cans of sanitizing spray and sanitizer wipes. Yeah. Otters, they said that they were investigating this during Biden, but did nothing. What was the threshold? Millions? No, billions. No. We're waiting for $1 trillion then. Liars. Yeah, Otters. They're so weird about this story. Because I think they just want it to go away. I don't think they're going to do anything about it. And it's interesting when they refer to Tim Walz as the potential VP from the last election. And it makes me wonder if he would have won, and we're dealing with Hyena Harris, which is a scary thing to think about. Would they have even brought up the fraud in Minnesota? Would they have even brought it up? Because I don't think they're going to do anything about it anyways. But would they have brought it up, though? And Zero was saying that they are charging Somalians and stuff. And I do remember covering a story where it was like 80 Somalians were accused of fraud or something. Then like only 28 of them actually got in trouble. The rest of them were cut loose. That's great and all, but then how come they don't hold the elected officials accountable who were overseeing all that stuff? Like, yeah, you let citizens or even non-citizens sign up for these government programs to get money that they shouldn't have got, but who okayed that? Because whoever okayed that or was supposed to be paying attention to quality and all of that, they obviously didn't. They either participated in it knowingly or they looked the other way out of ignorance and just let these people commit fraud. But I think it's kind of shitty to only hold the people who, I don't know how to explain this. The people who signed up for the program are the only ones seems to be getting in trouble. But the people who were enforcing the program inaccurately, for some reason, they're not getting in trouble. And like I said, this whole Tim Walz thing, I don't think it's going to lead to anything. He's going to get up there, he's going to say no, that he don't know anything about it. He's probably going to say the fraud in general is Trump's fault. He's going to say it's lies that Trump is spreading on TV. And that's probably what he's going to say. Congress is going to say, no, we got your numbers here. We got your bank accounts. We got you on camera with 2 horses naked. We got all this stuff. And that's not good. And he's going to be like, oh, okay. And then he's going to go home. Then Congress will go back to eating babies or whatever they do. And then I guess we'll talk about UFOs or something. I don't know. I don't know. My hopes ain't the highest right now, but we'll see how it goes. Russell, hoping to be in voice chat tomorrow for a few. Is tomorrow Friday? Well, badass, Russell. I'm marking you tardy if you don't show up, though. You guys show up. 10 man, nothing's going to happen to Tampon Timmy. It'll be passed down to someone else. Yeah, that's what I think, too. Ghostly, scams that big don't get solved because the deep state was getting a cut. That's what I think, too. Just like the USAID stuff. They knew that was funding all kind of crap. And who got in trouble for that? Nobody. They just shut it down and was like, don't worry about that anymore. Ten man 2015 charges were being brought up and then disappeared. Yeah. What's up, Raven? Happy Freedom. Have you seen any UFOs? I have not. I don't go outside. There's people out there. Salty Grower, yeah, we do. We don't do it on the live. We do the voice chat over on the website, though. And it's fun. Kevin, Jeff's like a prophet. I don't know. When I was a chaplain, they said I was an evangelist. That I look like those I'm trying to reach, is what they would always tell me. Because I want good things for people. I know I got a filthy hooligan mouth, but I don't like bad stuff happening. I believe in an eye for an eye, or what goes around comes around. I believe in that kind of stuff, but I don't think vulnerable people should be preyed on at all. At any time, no matter who they voted for or anything like that. I always want people to have what they need to be happy and be whole. That's what I want for everybody, and that's what I want for me. But you only get what you give. And so if you don't love other people, people ain't going to love you back. And that's the deal. And so, like, I always want people to be okay. That way people will want me to be okay, you know? Like, that's how it goes. And so when I was a chaplain, that's what they would always tell me, is that I was an evangelist. Not a prophet. That's Alex Jones. Everybody keeps saying Alex Jones is a prophet. Zero Tampon Timmy knew. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he did. Ghostly USAID literally funding terror, but no one was responsible. Yeah, absolutely. What's up, 1776? Happy Freedom to you. Metamouth, any update on the 19-year-old girl who disappeared in Texas? Yeah, we're going to be covering it at the end of the news. I think it's the last story on the list. But we do got, and it's going to be the last follow-up on that story. Totally care. You've seen a UFO? I've seen things that I don't know about, but I've never seen anything up close or anything like that. You know, lights in the sky is one thing, but I don't know, nothing I can validate. There's white people tacos for all. Those videos crack me up. Talking about white people tacos. I think everybody loves tacos. It's like the new pizza. Toilet care, Walz is guilty as sin. Oh yeah, I believe so too. I don't think that he just didn't know all this fraud was going on. Roy, February 17th, that's when he's supposed to go testify. Or testify before Congress. So we got a while. 6 weeks. What's up, Curious Cat? Happy freedom to you. He's been invited. You think that's what it is? The whole testify thing is a humiliation ritual to make him a part of the club? I would not be surprised at all. Relax. Look at when... Let's see. Look at history books when they were written. We know it is our version of their history. Yeah, relax. Well, that's why I was saying that. Like, I'm interested for history books to catch up to the last, 10 years or whatever, because I'd like to see how they depict what we've had to live through. What's up, Tetris? Happy freedom. Metalmouth, Alex Jones is the frog prophet. I believe you. Scuzzy, I tried to love other people, but all they did was slap restraining orders on me. Yeah, you gotta love them from a distance. I know, people are spicy. I got people doing bad stuff to me right now, but it's all you can do. It's all you can do. Hating people don't do anything. Hating people just hurts you. It don't hurt anybody else. It just hurts you. What's up, Godspeed? Happy freedom to you. Tetris, give me some of that Tim Walz Somali daycare cash and shit. I know, doing the right thing ain't exactly profitable, but being in trouble sucks. Space Baby, who wants to take a ride in my UFO? You gotta provide gas money though. Ghostly, I saw a UFO. As I got close, I had a message. Good year. Still don't know what it meant. Keeps me up at night. I believe you, Ghostly. Those are hard times. What's up, Day Walker? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Addie Walker? Happy freedom to you. Shaunavision, the politicians were willfully blind and chose to turn their gaze away from the fraud, knowing if they did, the votes would come in. Yep, it's true. What's up, Guess Who? Happy freedom to you. Southern Eagleman, thank you so much for the bits over on Twitch. Really appreciate you, Southern Eagleman. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm interested to see what Tim Walz says about this whole hearing thing, but I just doubt. I doubt he's going to admit to it. I think he's going to call it a sham, and he's going to say it's a witch hunt by President Trump. I almost guarantee he's going to say that. What's up, Nephilah? Happy freedom. Elon got in trouble. What did Elon get in trouble for? What's up, Kayla? Happy freedom to you. Money always wasted on investigations, but no arrest ever seen to be made. Yeah, you're right. We talk about that every day. No accountability. Lots of investigations. No accountability. Man, I don't love a Subaru. Come on, man. Parker, I had no idea that you've done music. Yes, I have a bachelor's degree in music production and audio engineering. And I was a rapper before that. I've been writing rap music since I was 12 years old. Since I was a young lad. What's up, Scott? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mike Ingalls? What's up, K. Walt? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Energy Woman? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mr. Lynn? What's up, Spirit Matter? Appreciate all of you hooligans sliding through. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way in. I want to know what Elon got in trouble for. I haven't seen anything about that. Sky, he said he already knew about it. Tim Walz did. Ghostly. I'm not going to read that out loud. I don't want people to misuse Grok, but I believe you. Fanatical. Oh, yeah, I guess. We could do that really quick. I think almost everybody's seen this by now. We're sponsored by Cat Audio, and this is the image they put up there. That's the song cover for this Tainted song. But yeah, that's the deal. I used to make music. This is what I looked like when I started live streaming. Back when everybody thought I was Antifa. I is not Antifa. That's okay. We'll move forward before everybody leaves, because that's what happens when I show my true colors. That's what people say in the chat. Oh, you revealed your real self. Yes, I know. Anyways, let's get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we got our midlife break here. This is our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner. Let's get this pulled up real quick. Do a little thing there. All right, like I said, this was provided by Stoner and it's titled More Deportations. Getting back to the news, next up we got Trump saying that the National Guard is being removed from Chicago, LA, and Portland. Now, like I had mentioned earlier, but just in case you weren't here when we read through the schedule, yesterday we covered a video that was saying that Border Patrol is going to stay in Chicago for potentially years, and that's kind of concerning. Now, when we covered it, I think I was referring to them as Border Patrol, or no, I was referring to them as National Guard, I think. I hadn't gone back and double checked, but I just want to clarify. That's Border Patrol, right? Yes. Border Patrol is going to stay in Chicago for years, potentially. National Guard's being pulled. And so I think I kind of confused that yesterday, and I just want to clear that up. Once again, National Guard is going to be pulled because that's who everyone's mad at. But Border Patrol is going to stay there for potentially years. Anyways, that's what's coming up next. But first, I want to remind you hooligans really quick. If you'd like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to open a browser, come to Rumble, log in, come to the live, hop in the chat, and once, like I said, you will see that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official hooligan on Rumble. So definitely go do the thing there. Let me see where we're at. There we go. National Guard. I'm sitting here clicking all the wrong buttons while I'm trying to tell you guys. Go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get this pulled up. Yeah, and I felt like an asshole when I got this. I was like, wait a minute. We just covered a video yesterday saying they were going to be there for years. No. National Guard's getting pulled. Border Patrol is staying. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's get into this.
U.S. President Donald Trump said Wednesday that his administration was pulling the National Guard from Chicago, Los Angeles, and Portland. In a social media post, Trump said that federal forces could return when crime begins to soar again. He also claimed that crime had been greatly reduced because of the troops. Local leaders in those cities have argued that the National Guard deployments were unnecessary, accusing Washington of federal overreach. They also say the administration exaggerated isolated incidents of violence to justify sending in troops. Trump has defended the deployments in some of those cities, saying they were needed to fight crime and protect federal property and personnel from protesters. Judges reviewing lawsuits brought by affected cities have consistently ruled that the administration exceeded its authority. They found no evidence to support claims that troops were necessary to protect federal property from protesters. Trump's announcement came just before a federal appeals court ordered the return of several hundred California National Guard personnel to State Governor Gavin Newsom's control. It followed a U.S. Supreme Court ruling on December 23rd, blocking Trump's attempt to deploy Guard troops in Illinois. The court said the president's authority to take federal control of National Guard troops only applies in exceptional circumstances. Officials who opposed Trump's actions said the legal setbacks forced his hand to pull troops. Newsom's office called Trump's explanation the political version of "You can't fire me, I quit." Trump's troop deployments began in June amid protests over his hardline immigration policies and expanded deportation efforts.
Okay. So, we'll see how that turns out. It's wintertime right now. Things are all calm. We'll see if they come back once summer hits. I actually just got a notification from YouTube, like a year recap thing, and it was saying our busiest month this year was June, and I'm pretty sure that's when they were all rioting in Los Angeles and stuff. It gets spicy in the summer times. We'll see what next summer brings. Next up, we have U.S. military targets 5 alleged narcotics trafficking boats. Now, we just covered a video not that long ago that was talking about, I think, a boat being hit and then a harbor being hit. Not a harbor, a boat dock was hit. A facility that nobody's talking about anymore, but some facility in Venezuela. And then we hit something else, and I can't remember what that was. I think 2 out of these 5 drug boats that they're going to be talking about in the story coming up, we already covered. These 3 being hit that they're going to talk about in the beginning of the story are the new drug boats. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about them pulling National Guard out of these major cities. They're saying that Trump is announcing that they're removing National Guard from Chicago, LA, and Portland. National Guard is getting pulled, but like I had mentioned before throwing my chapstick, Border Patrol is actually going to stay in Chicago for potentially years. Either way, like I said, more drug boats getting smoked. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about National Guard getting pulled. Matt Rogers yelling, "Quit your job" at people in the military is comical. They literally can't quit their job. They signed a contract. Yeah, I know, Matt Rogers. Those protesters are idiots. I hate that because we have the right to protest. So if you do it, you should do it right. You should go about it correctly, enforce your rights, but instead they go out there smelling like shit and it looks like a clown show. Zero new scum is Satan. Yeah. The primary elections is going to be very interesting because they keep saying that new scum's going to run. Zero military will be sent back when crime goes back up. Yeah, I think so too. I'm sure the liberals are all celebrating this. They think they won or whatever. I don't know. Small victory for them, I suppose. Thank you so much, Tweety Logic, for gifting subs over on Rumble. You're a badass. Thank you so much for gifting subs, and I appreciate all the support. Thank you. So Plastic Quack, happy freedom. He's pulling National Guard because he made a rapid response force for each state that started today. Oh, I see, Plastic Quack. I didn't know that. I'm actually going to have to look that up. Maybe we'll have a video for it tomorrow. I'll take a gander. Jeremy, nerds. I know. What's up, Campfire? Happy freedom to you. And happy freedom to you, Tweety Logic. And happy new year to all of you hooligans. Appeal to heaven. I think Rumble needs to fix that. You talking about the subscribe button? Because they do need to fix that. A lot of people don't even know it. I talked with Rick about it. And it has something to do, he didn't tell me this directly, but it has something to do with the App Store. Because the App Store takes a percentage of transactions that happen through these apps. And so what a lot of people do, and I don't know why Rumble doesn't do this, but a lot of developers, for your page to sign up for something like join a membership program, instead of it going to a page in the app, it'll usually kick open a browser window and take you to the page on a website to fill out whatever you're going to do, pay for whatever you're going to pay for. And then when you're done, then you go back into the app and now you have access to the service of whatever it is. And that's a way that they get around having to pay the stupid App Store. But for whatever reason, Rumble's not doing that. And so they've kind of delayed the in-app purchases, but it's only on Android. I guess on iOS you can see the subscribe button, so I don't know. But that is the specific reason why we have that reminder. It's how we make more hooligans. And if we hit 100 hooligans over here on Rumble, we're going to eat the scorpion jerky. I just want to remind you guys, this is the hottest that Australia has to offer, the Chili Factory Scorpion Strike. We hit 100 hooligans on Rumble. I will eat that and melt my face off right in front of you guys. What's up, Wokopotamus? Happy freedom to you. Sharks, happy freedom to you. They're moving out of the way for the Marines. Could be. Definitely could be. Meow meow. You need to clock in. You're late. Yeah. Don't tell me you were having car trouble. You lying. You're not a cat. You're a lion. I'm not feeding you if you don't get up here. That's what I thought. No, they don't want to see that. I know you like the hooligans and all, but just they don't want to see your back door, buddy. Yes. Well, you're a good boy. Yeah. You're a good baby. What's up, Status Quo? Happy freedom to you. And Happy New Year. In and out. He's got to take a break already. He just clocked in. It's break time. Jeremy, no, official hooligans, not just viewers in the chat. You got to be an official hooligan. Tweety Logic. Android app charges $2 more per gifted subscription too. It's crazy. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, see, and all of that is nickel and diming these platforms, and then it gets passed down to us. Meanwhile, Klaus ain't a Subaru. I know. What's up, Xterra? Happy freedom to you. Southern Eagleman, how many more to go? 61. What's up, Cheapskate? Happy freedom to you. Cheapskate, are you from Rotella? Does Rotella go live on YouTube? Xterra, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. Why are you squeaking at me? You sound like you need WD-40. You're being squeaky today. What time is it? It's only 6 o'clock. I gave him an extra Go-Gurt today, and he's over here acting like he's starving. Nafala, Elon got in trouble for finding all the fraud, but nobody got arrested for all that stuff. Sorry to get y'all excited. No, I figured nobody was getting arrested. I just didn't know why they were pointing fingers at Elon. Well, thank you, Parker. I appreciate you. H&O, there's a lot of scorpions to make jerky. Yeah, I don't know. I know it's the hot stuff, though. I know that. Snooks, give Klaus loves from me. I will. In the form of uppercuts. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Klaus would hit me back. Thank you, Tweety Logic, for that gifted sub over on Rumble. You're a badass. Thank you so much. All right, hooligans, let's get into this next video here. Let me see. U.S. military targets these drug boats. I don't know why they keep calling them suspect. Well, it's not necessarily that they call them suspected drug boats. It's the fact that they keep trying to say that there's been no validation that they're drug boats when there has. They have retrieved cocaine from the boats, which is drugs. It's just not fentanyl. So they're like, oh, they're just supposed. Nah, they're not supposed. They're just lying. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
New details on a major U.S. military operation targeting alleged drug smuggling boats on international waters. According to U.S. military leaders, multiple boats were destroyed along known drug routes. As ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the latest on the boat strikes.
This morning, the U.S. military targets 5 new alleged narco boats. The U.S. Southern Command says these boats were targeted Tuesday and Wednesday along known narco trafficking routes. Video released by the military shows 3 boats traveling in a tight formation before being destroyed. Southern Command claims the vessels had transferred narcotics before the strikes. However, the military has not released evidence to support that claim. Officials say this latest attack brings the total since early September to at least 115 deaths across 35 boat strikes. It comes as President Donald Trump says the U.S. hit a dock facility in Venezuela that he claimed was used for loading boats linked to drug trafficking, marking what he described as the first known strike on Venezuelan soil as part of a broader pressure campaign.
There was a major explosion in the dock area where they load the boats up with drugs. They load the boats up with drugs, so we hit all the boats, and now we hit the area.
In December, the U.S. military also carried out another strike on an alleged drug trafficking vessel in the eastern Pacific Ocean, killing 2 people, according to U.S. military officials. And President Trump has defended the operation as necessary to stop the flow of drugs into the U.S. as the administration ramps up pressure on Venezuela and President Nicolas Maduro. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Okay. Taking out these drug boats here. Now, like I said, I think 2 of them we covered yesterday or the day before. But these 3 were in a formation, is what they were saying. And they watched their comrades get blown to pieces, and so they jumped ship. The other 2 boats did. And we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. This stuff is kind of whatever. I want to know more about the land strikes. I want to know more about that big facility in Venezuela that we knocked out. I want to know more about that, and nobody else is talking about it. So I don't know, because that's the war stuff. If we're on land and we're doing strikes on land, that's war stuff. This kind of hoking and poking around in the water, I don't know. It's good to prevent drugs from coming to our shores, even though I think, one way or another, drugs are still getting here. But this almost is a distraction from what are we doing in Venezuela? Because we hit that big facility, or we did something to it and nobody else is talking about it. We just smoked their dock because supposedly that's where they were loading drug boats. And then we're watching them, seeing where they're delivering these drugs to and stuff. So I don't know. This is kind of whatever. We're just staying up to date with it. It's when things escalate that I'm really interested to see what that's going to look like. Next up, we got an interesting story. It's titled, "Racketeering Charges Brought Against Public Safety Training Center Protesters Has Been Dismissed." That sounds like a bunch of nothing. But 2 years ago, they were building something called Cop City. It was going to be a training facility for police officers. Antifa hit it. They were occupying the area. They were interfering with construction being able to continue. They were using Molotov cocktails. And I want to say we covered a story where state police went in there to raid because they were camping. They had tents and stuff on the property. And state officers approached one of these tents and somebody came out and shot the cop. I don't remember if they killed him or not, but they shot him, and I think other state officers blew that guy away. And now all these charges are being dismissed. They're saying that there was 61 people that were being charged, and now it's just out the window, charges being dismissed. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these drug boats getting smoked. Zero, no one complained when Obama was doing this. He killed an American too. Nothing was said or done. Yeah, they were fine when Obama was doing it. What's up, Rappy? Happy Freedom. Look at this card that Rappy sent me. Thank you so much, Rappy. I really appreciate you. Look how bad I shake. I'm telling you, that stress is so bad. I don't show it, but I'm stressed. I'm very stressed about the problems in my life. But thank you so much, Rappy. I really appreciate the card. Thank you so much. Appeal to Evan, the cartels have submarines. Yeah, they move like military over there. Scuzzy, smoke them if you got them. Mm-hmm. What's up, Murphy's Law? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Jack? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, 1 a.m.? Happy Freedom to you. Oh, did we just get raided? Thank you so much, Murphy's Law, for the raid. Holy, I didn't realize. Thank you so much, Murphy's Law, for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and welcome, raiders. Hit that like button on your way in. Fantastic. Got another raid. Like I was saying, next up, racketeering charges brought against Antifa has been dismissed. They do not say anything. They do not mention Antifa at all, but we covered this stuff when it was actually happening. Like I said, it's coming up next, but right now we're hopping in the chat. Didn't realize I was a little late to the raid. Murphy's Law, those strikes on land, I believe, are for voting. Oh, I can't say that out loud because YouTube's watching. Yeah, it definitely could be Murphy's Law. Could be. Murphy's Law. Murmurs Day Parade got shut down early. Who are you talking about, Mamdani? Or is there somebody called Murmurs? Happy New Year's to you, Murphy's Law. What's up, Rich? Happy Freedom to you and Happy New Year. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. That raid song's going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, racketeering charges brought against Public Safety Training Center protesters. Why did they call it that? They should have just called it Cop City protesters if they weren't going to call them Antifa. They were calling them Antifa when they were arresting these people. I don't know. It's weird stuff. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry's in need of a kidney transplant. He's recently been in and out of the hospital. I put together a page for him over on the website. It's got his story, his details, links, and he even made a GoFundMe. If there's any way you can help our friend Larry, please go check out his page over on the website. All right, hooligans, let's get into this. Like I said, 61 of these protesters were being charged with racketeering, and now they've dropped the charges. They're like, oh, you guys are Democrats? Oh, nah, you guys can go. That's fine. We're only interested in J6ers. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Serious charges against dozens of people who are arrested for protesting the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center have now been dropped. ANF political reporter Doug Reardon is live outside the Fulton County Courthouse with more on what we're learning about the judge's decision in all this. Doug?
Right, Blair. Well, it was those racketeering charges, among the most serious, that were dropped against 61 different defendants. Because the training center is state operated, the judge said that Attorney General Chris Carr here in Georgia needed to get permission from the state to make those charges. And in this case, he did not.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Attorney Javier DeJanin and his client Jamie Marsicano will start the new year free of criminal charges first brought in 2023.
I mean, it was incredibly relieving and exciting. This has completely derailed my life for almost 3 years, and I am looking forward to getting my life back on track.
Marsicano was one of 61 now former defendants whose racketeering charge was dropped late Tuesday night. It wasn't a surprise. Back in September, Fulton County Judge Kevin Farmer said he was prepared to quash the racketeering charges because Georgia Attorney General Chris Carr didn't seek constitutionally required approval from the governor. Days after that ruling, on an episode of On the Record, Carr told us this about Judge Farmer's decision.
I am confident at the end of the day that we have done things the right way. We will do things the right way, and the outcome will be in the best interest of the people of our state.
And Carr's office told us Tuesday night, quote, "We strongly disagree with this decision and will continue to vigorously pursue this domestic terrorism case to ensure that justice is served." In the Fulton County case, there are now just 5 defendants left, all facing domestic terrorism counts tied to the sometimes violent demonstrations at the police and fire training center. Carr did have the legal authority to bring those charges. For the other 61 defendants, it's a mix of emotions.
It's bittersweet. I'm thrilled. I'm so happy to finally be free. And I'm also incredibly frustrated that I had to deal with this at all.
And Javier, the attorney in that story, reminded us that there are hundreds of prosecutions tied to Cop City demonstrations in DeKalb County alone. There are 40 people who have unindicted domestic terrorism charges against them, just awaiting an indictment coming their way. We're outside the Fulton County Courthouse. Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.
So like I said, for whatever reason, they are no longer calling these people Antifa. I don't know if it's because Trump declared Antifa as a terrorist organization or what, but they were directly calling them that when they were arresting these guys. When the cop got shot and they were like raiding downtown and blowing open store windows and all, because we covered all this stuff. They were calling them Antifa right on the damn news. They were like a subsect. They had their own name, Forest Defender something or other. But they weren't just calling them protesters like they are now. They're being weird about this whole thing. Either way, you could see in the footage they show where they're all masked up in black bloc and throwing Molotov cocktails, and it was like 60 of them on the property and shit's on fire. They're like, these poor protesters. That's not protesting. Either way, they're saying that the Antifa individuals that were being charged for protesting Cop City, the racketeering charges are now being dropped. There was 61 people being charged, and now there's just 5 who are facing domestic terrorism charges. Now, I wonder how they wheedled that down to 5 people, because There was a lot of them, and they were doing all kinds of stuff. They were making makeshift weapons. They were booby trapping stuff. They were attacking construction workers and stuff, preventing the construction of Cop City. What happened to all of that? They're just, oh, well, I don't know. It just seems weird. And then you see the guy, he's like, oh, yeah, they've been ruining my life for almost 3 years. I'm glad it's all over. And then they show a footage of people throwing shit and stuff's on fire, and it's like, what do you mean? You act like they're doing something to you. You're the one that showed up on somebody else's property and started destroying everything and attacking everybody. It's not their fault that you made those choices. Like, that is dumb. That's dumb to feel that way. I don't know. Either way, next up we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. It is that 19-year-old that went missing on Christmas Eve. Yesterday we covered a video saying they discovered a body, they discovered a firearm, and that they believe that there may not have been foul play. They also weren't 100% sure if that was the missing 19-year-old or maybe somebody else's body. Today we got some confirmations here and a few more details. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these protesters that were attacking Cop City, and now 61 of them are off the hook. Or 60, what is it? It's like 56 of them are off the hook because 5 of them are facing domestic terrorism charges. Zero, it's so infuriating. Yeah, they never get in trouble. They were peacefully throwing Molotov cocktails. Space Baby, send in the Proud Boys. Yeah. Yeah, they treat the Proud Boys like they're terrorists, and these guys are actually acting as terrorists, and they're getting off the hook. Done. Yeah, he's a little flamboyant. A lot of stuff I can't read out loud. I wish it was Saturday. Chola Carey's gonna miss his prison boyfriend. Probably already does. He's having his attorney get him off the hook too. Tetris, funny how the Constitution applies to commie Democrats, but it doesn't apply to MAGA conservative Christians. Thanks, Obama. Yeah. They were doing re-education training in D.C. for the J6ers. Meanwhile, you know, burning down Cop City, nah, get you right off the hook. Logic. Antifa uses a lot of homeless people. Perhaps they just went after the organizers. That could be. What's up, Javon? Happy freedom to you. Southern Engelman, you like the Raid song too? I'm glad you dig it. What's up, Yukon Man? Happy freedom and happy new year to you. Sasquatch, it's a wacky world. It is. G Jobs spoke of me. What's up, Guess Happy freedom. Zero, every one of these individuals should be charged with domestic terrorism. I think so too. I mean, that's how they do like bank robberies and stuff. You know, if you're the getaway driver, you're still in trouble for robbing the bank. You assisted in it happening. So it's like, yeah, you might not have been the guy throwing Molotov cocktails necessarily, but you were aiding those who were. I don't know. It's weird how justice is only applied to some people and everybody else is just off the hook. I don't know. I've never had luck like that. Either way, let's get into this last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. Like I said, this is about the 19-year-old that went missing on Christmas Eve. Like I said, yesterday we covered a video talking about this, a follow-up video where they said that they had discovered a body. They were pretty sure it was the 19-year-old. And they had found a gun. And they thought probably no foul play. We're going to fill in the blanks here. Make sure you hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube. And let's get into this.
We turn now to the heartbreaking end of a case that has captivated the community.
This afternoon, the sheriff confirmed the body found yesterday in a field in northwest Bexar County is Camila Mendoza Olmos. The 19-year-old had been missing since Christmas Eve and the medical examiner ruling the death a suicide.
KENS 5 reporter Megan Reyna is live tonight where the discovery was made. And Megan, this tragedy is highlighting a crisis across the city.
EC's Henry, yes, there is now a small memorial growing at this landscaping company where Camila's body was discovered. So many people were praying for a different outcome here, but the reality is suicide rates are on the rise across the country, including here in Bexar County. And one mental health expert tells me it's especially important that we provide resources for young adults and teenagers.
In my gut, I felt like we were going to end up where we are now. I was still holding out hope.
For 6 days, that's exactly what family, friends, volunteers, and law enforcement were doing, holding out hope as they searched for 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Olmos. She had vanished the morning of Christmas Eve. Tuesday afternoon, Camila was discovered by deputies in a field not far from her home with a gun next to her. The medical examiner revealed she had shot herself.
We had some information that there'd been some suicidal ideations from her in the past, that there was what seemed to be depression issues, I should say.
Suicide is up, across the nation, and suicide is up among young people. 50% of mental health issues, mental illness, begin by age 14.
Doug Beach is the executive director with the National Alliance on Mental Illness Greater San Antonio. He says it's important to know the signs that someone may be suffering from a mental health crisis, whether that's changes in mood, behavior, substance abuse, or isolation.
Just like any other illness or any other health condition, the earlier you get help, the better off the outcomes.
Which is why his organization launched the Warm Line. It's a free pre-crisis line available every day from 8 in the morning to 11 at night.
A lot of times people don't even know why they're feeling the way they're feeling. They just know that they're not feeling well or something's wrong. And that's a good time. That's a good place or time to call the Warm Line.
NAMI also offers mental health education for parents and teens. Recently, they've started partnering up with schools and other nonprofits to reach kids. Beach says all you have to do to access any of their free programs is call.
One of the misconceptions is that people don't want to talk about suicide. Well, young people want to talk about their mental health.
Camila's family did release a statement earlier today on social media, thanking everyone for their prayers and also asking for respect and privacy as they grieve. Now, if you'd like information on the NAMI's Warm Line, we have that at our website, kens5.com, as well as the family's full statement. And of course, if you or someone you know is suffering from a mental health crisis, the National Suicide Hotline is 988. Reporting live from Northwest Bexar County, Megan Reyna, KENS 5.
Thank you, Megan.
Okay. So like I said, that is the last follow-up we're going to have on that story. They're saying that they validated that the body was the 19-year-old that went missing Christmas Eve and that they ruled that she shot herself. Now, I wonder, where did she get the gun from? Was it legally owned? Did anybody know that she had it? Did it belong to the parents? We still haven't seen the parents at all. They haven't showed them. I think they had a message or something when she first went missing, kind of a generic message like, hey, if you see this, please come home, kind of stuff. But sad. It's real sad. On Christmas Eve. Now, they said they found the body. It wasn't very far from the house. I wonder why it took so long. Why did it take so long to find her? Because yesterday was the 31st. Let me look at my map here. She went missing on Saturday, and they didn't find her for a week. It took a week to find her. And that's kind of a long time if she wasn't that far from the house. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Either way, that is the last little bit of the news. We are going to get into the fun stuff here in just a moment. We're going to open today's door of the Advent calendar sent by Tori Wayne. I'm going to show you guys the Legos I put together yesterday from what we opened yesterday. And then we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Colty, and it's titled So Majestic. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Don't Drink Your Coffee Too Fast. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this missing 19-year-old that has been found. Zero, how long had she been laying there and no one noticed and no one heard gunshots? Well, trying to think, the place they were showing us when they said they found the body looked sort of isolated. It was like on the side of the road, and I didn't see any houses or anything like that. So maybe wintertime, wind blowing, maybe they didn't hear the gunshots, or maybe people heard it and thought it was something else. But it seems like for her not being very far from the house, why did it take so long to find her? What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy Freedom. And Happy New Year to you, Hair Juicer. What's up, We Are the Show? Happy Freedom to you. Scuzzy, in this time of the year, the bushes and trees are leafless, so should be easy to find. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. T1, they were not looking hard for her. It's so sad. Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like. Tolicare, still wonder if the parents are legal. It's kind of weird that the parents didn't show themselves. I don't really know. I mean, I've never had, anything like that happen in my life, so, maybe you don't want to be on TV. But generally, when we cover stories like this, the parents are usually on TV. It's kind of weird. This is like maybe the only time that we've covered a story like this where the parents did not go on TV and make statements like that. Totally care. Depression is a bitch. It is. I hate it. Scuzzy, wonder where she got the gun. That's what I wonder too. You can't buy pistols at Walmart. Not anymore. I think you used to be able to, but you can't now. Happy New Year to you. We Are the Show. Jack, you think it's all nonsense? You think there's something else going on? Space Baby, this is the first time you're hearing about this? We've been covering it for the last week or so. Appeal to Evan, very sad. Please pray for the family. Yeah, it is sad. Well, and that's what I was saying yesterday, and I don't know, it was a not popular opinion, but I was saying, like, unless you hate your family, like, if you know you're going to smoke yourself, don't do this shit on Christmas. Don't do it on Christmas Eve. Don't do it on somebody else's birthday. Like, unless you hate your family, you know what I mean? Because now, every Christmas Eve, this is what they're going to think about, right? Christmas, this is all they're going to think about. It's how their 19-year-old ran away and then never came back. And it's like, that sucks. That whole deal sucks. Bad for everybody. Rappy, so glad that she was found. Yeah. At least there's like some closure with that. Minimal Jeff suffers from attention deficit squirrel disorder. I think so. It's because I jump around the chats and I'm reading backwards. I'm reading through the chat backwards. What's up, Meta? Happy Freedom and Happy New Year to you. Oh, no worries. I'm late every day. What's up, Metallica? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Burton? Happy Freedom to you and Happy New Year. Cheeky Chops. No, I can't really do what I do. Mobile. I do have kind of a badass laptop. I could try and set that up. Guess I didn't pick the reporters. It's not my fault that they're plump. Dutton, this time of year gets to people. My cousin hung himself 6 years ago. I'm sorry to hear that, Dutton. Yeah, it does. There used to be a lot of really old people that lived here, and there still is, but a lot of people are either passing away or moving out, so now it's kind of a mixed bag. But when I first moved here to this apartment complex that I live in, people were like knocking on each other's door and giving each other cookies and stuff because nobody came to visit these people. There's somebody's grandparents and somebody's parents, and nobody's showing up for the holidays to see these people, so they would all mingle with each other. But like I said, a lot of them have died or moved away. There's like 3 or 4 empty apartments in this building of 8 right now. I don't know why, but it is. All right, hooligans, like I said, we're going to get into the fun stuff here. We're going to open today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. But first, I'm going to show you what I made yesterday with yesterday's poll. Then we got our 2 funny videos of the day. Like I said, the first one was provided by Colty, and it's titled So Majestic. And you guys are going to love that. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Don't Drink Your Coffee Too Fast. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick. If you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can even send crypto. Now let me show you what I put together yesterday. Because yesterday we pulled Legos, and this is what I had to make. Now, he's styling with his top hat here. And I suppose it's supposed to be a snowman, but he kind of looks like an owl or a bird or something. But this is where we are. This is what I had to put together yesterday for, I believe, day 5. Let's see what we get today from the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Now let me see. Day 6. It is day 6. Let's see what we get today. Day 6. Klaus Daniels. Keep him on his toes. You see how fast he jumped up? He was ready. He was ready for anything. It's the tactical Klaus there. All right, what did we get today? What is this? Oh, it actually goes with this other thing that we made. That we have sitting over here. I think it's going to turn into this thing. It's like a little Christmas tree looking thing. I think this is what I have to put together. We'll see. I'll show you guys tomorrow when I get it put together. Thank you so much, Tori Wayne. I really appreciate you. And put this here so I don't forget it. Where's my phone? Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's get into some funny videos, you hooligans.
On this episode of...
Now, hold on a second. I ain't ready. I ain't ready. There we go. This one was provided by Colty, and it's titled So Majestic.
On this episode of Tweaker Geographic, it's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a wild tweaker. Already 30 feet in the air, he has evolved beyond sidewalks and into public infrastructure. The stoplight becomes his nest. From above, he challenges gravity and authority. Below, police deploy a massive inflatable cushion. Commands are issued and instantly ignored. With diplomacy extinct, officers deploy the tweaker tranquilizer. The subject believes he can fly. Gravity disagrees. The cushion catches him, and the ecosystem is restored. On this episode of Tweaker...
Yes. Getting into our official funny video of the day. This one was provided by Stoner. This one's titled Don't Drink Your Coffee Too Fast.
I'm fucking jacked up on 10,000 milligrams of caffeine, Mean Gene. I can see sounds. I can see everything.
Said I could see sounds. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to grab this link list link really quick. I'm going to drop it in all the chats. We're going to read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we're going to be raiding out over on Rumble. Now Macho Man's voice is going to be stuck in my head. Be like, yeah. Well, hooligans, there is a link list link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the Hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through really quick. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Ghostly, back in my day, we just shot him with paintball guns. What are you talking about? Let me see. Oh, you're talking about the tweakers? When I was younger, people used to pay them to fight each other. You know, like back when bum fights was like kind of an internet sensation. There used to be a lot of that when I was younger. Here, Juicer, I always knew you'd be a strong woman. I knew it. I'm proud of you. Appeal to Evan always pulled off the skin before eating the Slim Jims. I don't know if I'd be walking around telling people that. I've never, ever, ever seen anyone do that. I have never seen anybody do that. That is something else. That is something else. Defleshing. What is it? It's degloving? Is that what they call it? Where you got a ring on your finger and you work at a factory or construction and you rip all the skin off your finger? Is that what it is? Degloving? I've never done that to a Slim Jim. Colty, I remember bum fights. We started in Arizona. Started it with a 5-layer burrito from Taco Bell. I mean, it'd probably be worth it now. It's probably like $6 for that damn burrito. Back then, they were like 89 cents, though. Appeal to Evan. I forgot that Macho Man was a part of the Slim Jim stuff. What's up, Mr. Prez? Happy Freedom to you and Happy New Year. Met him out, snap it to a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah. I say it like the damn Kool-Aid man, but, you know, it is what it is. What's up, SOS? Happy Freedom to you. We Are the Show. Got to get that Sky Copper. That's exactly what he was doing. Going for the wires in the daytime and the catalytic converters at night. Zero, yeah, I did glove. I've never did gloved a Slim Jim before. Man, I saw Rotella's cat yesterday. Yeah, I saw that he's got the cat up there. He got the kitty tower and all that. Styling. Kayla, I look like that after my coffee in the morning. I get that way a little bit too. I've been getting Wesco coffee and then I put a shot of espresso in it, and then about 40 minutes after that, I'm like chasing Klaus around the house. What's up, Brenda? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, TW? Happy Freedom to you and Happy New Year. Here, just damn, that's crazy. Yeah, that stuff is dangerous. All right, hooligans. It is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, we did the thing. Let's figure out who we're raiding over on Rumble. Who's live? Did I make any promises yesterday that we were going to raid somebody else? Because I feel like we were going to raid somebody else, but I don't see them live. Wilkie's live. Nelly Bean's live. Let's see. What is Wilkie doing? Wilkie's in a war zone. I'm not sure what he's playing. What's Nelly Bean doing? Misfit just went live. Or at least they just popped up. Misfit's playing Arc Raiders. I think most people are playing Arc Raiders still. Well, I think we're going to raid Nelly Bean because it's been a little bit. I think she's playing The Sims. Either way, let's do the thing here. Make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you land. And let's get raiding, you hooligans.
Hi, Jeff Mac. Thank you for the raid. I got raided twice today. Hi, Space Baby. Happy New Year. Too old to care. I like that. I like your name. Scuzzy. Hi, Scuzzy. Roy died. Happy New Year, guys and ladies. Ladies and gents. I'm pretty good, Melissa. Hi, Zero. I'm pretty good. Just a little lagging right now. We are the show. Happy New Year. Maybe I should make the house blue too. We'll make everything blue. Oh, that's off. Jagula, really?
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. Yes, good stuff. We're going to read through the chat really quick, but we are wrapping things up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Hair Juicer, Hot Fridays coming soon. Yep. I know, we might have to eat something hot. Actually, we are going to have to eat something hot tomorrow, I'm thinking, because we got all kinds of jerky over here. Now, I got the Australian stuff reserved. That is the Hooligans over on Rumble. Like I was saying, we hit 100 over here on Rumble. We're going to eat that Scorpion Strike, but we got Revenge of the Reaper that I think Tori, I can't remember who sent me this. Was it Rappy? Was it Giggling Spy? Was it Tori Wayne? All of you guys got pink names. I remember it was pink. We got that, and then this. I don't know. I have to pray before eating this. This is Creepin' Reaper, but look at those damn Reaper seeds. That's going to hurt me. That's going to hurt me bad. So we might be eating this in the voice chat Friday. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I still got peppers from Watchmen, too. And we haven't ate any of the hot peppers. The not hot peppers were hot peppers. So I bet the hot peppers are probably death peppers. We'll have to figure that out. But, yeah, Hot Fridays. That's right here, Juicer. Zero, Arya is Rotella's cat's name. She's so sweet. That's cool. Arya. I wonder if he named the cat from Game of Thrones. Snooks, did you miss 3 raids? No. What was the 3rd raid? I didn't see a 3rd raid. Who gave us the 3rd raid? I wish Rumble put the little banners up a little bit longer and put them somewhere where they're visible. Because otherwise I got to scroll through the whole damn chat. It might not even show it in the chat anymore. Yeah, I don't even see it. I don't know. But if I missed the raid, sorry. I did not mean to. It was not intentional. Ghostly, some tiggle bitties. No, she's a very nice lady, Ghostly. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Matt Rogers. Sinooks, I'll take a look at it. Guess new Texas laws, sexy men get a 10% discount at Taco Bell. I don't know if I have if I meet the requirements. I might have to pull my tits out. We'll see. 0. Yeah, I think all of them are using Rumble notifications, and it's a pain in the ass to set up. You have to mess with code. I don't know. It's awful, I guess. Alistair was setting it up too, and he said it's terrible to set up. And I only need it for raids. Otherwise, I already have all the notifications I could ask for. I just don't have anything that notifies raids. And so we'll see. I wish they didn't make everything so difficult. Guess I'm just giving my name? I will guess some. Appreciate you. Guess some's always getting me where I need to go. What's up, my feed? Happy freedom to you. Otters, mine says Jeff raided out. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, but that's us doing the raid. Totally care there was a raid right before we raided. Who raided us? I didn't mean to miss them. Now I feel bad. Everybody's going to be out there talking shit. They're going to be like, I raided Jeff Mack. He didn't even say anything. Such a bastard. It's unintentional, though. Oh, much love to you, Rappy. Thank you for being with us today. I wonder who raided us. Well, tell them I'm sorry if you guys ever figure it out. I did not mean to miss it. Otters, yeah, I guess we got raided by somebody else, but I don't know who it was. MU, you didn't see the raid either? Well, we'll figure it out one way or another. Meta 2026, we made it. We did. What are you talking about, cheeky chops? All right, hooligans, I think we're good to go. Like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. And then we will be doing the voice chat over on the website. Get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. That way you can join us for the voice chat. I'll remind you guys tomorrow because we do got a coupon for a free week. If you have not claimed it already, but if you claim it on Friday, you'll get tomorrow's voice chat and you'll be able to participate in the voice chat next week too. So I will remind you guys if you haven't claimed that coupon. If you do it today, you'll still get the whole week, but you won't get both voice chats because today's only Thursday. So I'll remind you guys tomorrow. Either way, I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you guys for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. You guys are fantastic. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Find yourself some good food, have fun, and be safe. I'm going to try and do the same and make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.